All right, we're in the 2024 Open. The Open. I'm in the playing Ricky with my 99 account. I'm on the back nine. We do need to have we really need a 14 as our minimum score. 12 is the minimum. I think you might be able to make it in to the next round with a 24, but you're probably going to have to shoot a 26. It just depends on your bracket. There's a couple holes, hole number 2 and hole number 8, and I didn't get hole number 8 here. It's difficult. It's more difficult if you're not going to bring out a bigger ball and you've got a headwind. You got lower clubs. You need a little bit of wind push, or you need to bring out a bigger ball. And I don't have a big ball inventory in this count, so I just played it. But I did pick up a hole-in-one on 6. The blind squirrel finds the nut. There's no way I'll be able to do that again. So we'll just count that as every tournament week try and get one hole-in-one and one albie at least. And there's my hole-in-one. So there we go. All right, hole number 10. Hole number 10. I'm taking, what did I take on the front? I think I took a quasar. Let me look at the hole. Let me pick a quasar here. I didn't hit it perfect on the front, so I'm not quite sure. I don't believe that I hit it perfect on the front. I'm coming, let me get my pen in the right spot. I'm starting over here and just bringing it around to the cup. I think I did a plus 10 on the front. I can't remember if I hit it perfect or not. I think I did hit it perfect. Maybe. Let's try it. Here we go. That wind works for us. I think I did hit it perfect and I didn't pull it enough, so I'm going to try a 15. We'll see. I've given up on hole number 1. The area going in there is too carnival-y. They're trying to convince us to bring out something big, and I'm not going to do it. There's max. I'm right at max. Pull back a little. Da-da-da. 4.5, 5.17 ring, so 5.2, let's say. Let's get lined up. There's 5, 2. Hitting it perfect. I did hit it perfect. I did. Yeah, and I overpulled it. All right. And that was a way overpull. Hell, I should just try it at 0. I should. With this divot that they have in here, they've changed this. I originally at the beginning of the week was like, if you're playing pro, there's a great way to come at it over here. But I didn't remember that they changed the way that it comes in here. And there was a bigger rough bump on the left-hand side. But if you had it, you could still do it if you have a ball that's got more than 3 side spin. You could come at it over there with a Thor's hammer or something that's got some spin, backspin. Bring it around. I'm just going to throw the ball out there on hole number 1 and make sure I get a birdie. At least give myself a look at it. It won't be a good look, but just a look. I'm gonna write 0. Try 0. Plus 0 from that spot. Into hole, you can see our eye is telling us that there is definitely an elevation difference between the tee box and the green, but the spot where I'm landing, it's not, there's not that much. That first bounce. All right, hole, we have to get this hole. Which way's the wind blowing? Which way is the wind blowing? That wind works. All right, I'm going to bring a Titan, the king of balls, in an extra mile. Let me glance just to make sure it is the right hole. That it is the hole I'm thinking about. That is the hole. I'm taking that shot on the right. And what have I been doing? Okay. What I'm doing in my 77 account is not what I'm doing here. If you have upper developed stuff where if you've got an extra mile that's got its 85 topspin, I've been pulling back with an APOC. I've been pulling back to the +6 mark. So with a extra mile, it's probably like the +9 mark, because there is a little bit of difference in raw. You don't have quite as much raw distance as you do with an APOC. You need to get right there. That's about half overpower. 3.1 divided by 2.1 is 169. Who's counting? Put that forward distance back on. Not much, but a little. And a 7,000 ring grate to the left. That'll put me in the drink. Boy, I need to get a hole in one now. Now we're in big trouble. I'd rather have this kind of stuff happen in the opening round. As long as I can make it to the weekend round, it's all good. This is the kind of stuff you do not... I do have a few special balls in this account, but I only have enough to bring them out in the weekend round. So, like in the weekend round, I will definitely... Like, where are you going, dude? It is going to push them over. Are they just going into the rough over there? What is the deal? Does that get them out? I'm like, what are you doing? Like, that is exactly where you were aiming. I thought I had that wrong because I glanced up and saw what they were doing. It's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? All right. Let's see if we can get this right this time. 3.9. 2.13 rings. We know what we need to do now. And I'm just going to leave it like that so that I can put the half overpower in it. That was still to the left, but that wasn't as bad to the left. Could have hit the flagpole. Whoa! Do not get to the rough over there. Do not do that. As long as I can save my birdie, it's not too bad. It's bad enough not getting the eagle, but like totally dropping a shot. Not getting the eagle is dropping a shot, but getting a par is bad. So, and I still have a ton of work left to do. I do have a Firefly, so it's work that can get done, but man, it is going to be... I have got to hit this perfect, because the Firefly is definitely not accurate. It's got a lot of things going for it, but accuracy is not one of them. Not until it gets way up in level. And a one ring grate to the left. Still get in. Man, that wanted to miss so bad. It was screaming, I want to miss. That's why on the front side I was explaining that when you're shooting, if you use a Firefly, so if you got low level clubs and when you get your Firefly and you're trying to run topspin like that and you're that close, where wind is really not a factor, you have to aim at the flagpole. If you aim off to the side, expecting that wind's going to push you over, and you hit perfect, it'll still go in. But let's say you aimed off on the left-hand side. If you hit it great to the left, it'll miss. And if you hit it great to the right, it'll go in. But if you aim right at the flagpole and you're close enough, you might be able to get lucky and have it go in like that. But it doesn't take very much farther away, and a grate is not going to cut it. I got lucky. I got the freaking birdie. How sad is that? All right, I've been dicking around on the rest of these holes, so let's finally get this one. I think I got the right stuff here. So I brought a Titan on the front, and I brought a quarterback, but I didn't like how I needed a little bit more distance. What's the difference? 211 versus 214. 41, 41, 37. So that's, I was just looking at the Rockets. It's got great ball guide. I'm going to bring that bag right there. Right there. Right now. 10%, 1.1 times the wind divided by 2.1. The extra miles, 2.1 per ring. It might be, I think Golf Clash Notebook has it at 2.0 with a 3-power ball. But I've been playing 2.1 forever and a day, and I've never really had a problem with it, so I'm going to stick with what I know. Now, they didn't move the wind out, and it was breaking to the right. Why does that look like it was going to be? I guess, man, that looked like there was a good chance it might go into the rough over there. Good. Excellent. Excellent. Good job, my friend. I'm going to pull back to the +3 mark. 2.4, 1.25 rings. .125. Put some curl on it. And hit it 70,000 rings. Great. And right where I wanted it. I wanted to get even with the bottom of the sand trap. And I'm counting this as the bottom back towards the tee box, and I'm just a little bit back from that, but I wanted to kind of get even from that because I think that'll give me in this pocket where my opponent's at. I can get my red line will be right at the transition, so I have the full use of this. I can put my sniper 2-3 rings off in the front and engage a little bit of backspin to get it to the cup. That's what I'm going to do. 2.7, 3.1 rings. I should be at max right there. Yes. Little teeny bit more distance. This is the ballpark. I came in super hot on the front. But I had to put a little bit of topspin on. I was a little bit farther back. 2.7, 3.1 rings. Oh, I didn't leave myself enough room. And I hit it great. That was a bad setup. I was thinking about what I wanted to do instead of paying attention to what was happening. Excellent. Excellent. No, that was a very poor shot. For some reason, I thought that it was a pure side wind. I don't know why I was thinking that. I should have known better. I plugged in the number for the wind and then I didn't pay attention to the wind. That is, see, and everybody goes, why do you play rookie? Because I'm a freaking rookie. That's why. That's a rookie mistake right there. Jeez. Yeah, this is my first time playing the game. And I still make mistakes like that. Come on. Good luck to you too, my friend. Good luck. Good game. All right. Let's see which way the wind's blowing. That wind works. I'm bringing a Titan, the king of balls, and I'm bringing that bag. I'm not even going to look. I'm just going to go. Here we go. And I'm going to put, there isn't going to be much wind to put back in, but I'm going to put any wind that I can back in. On the front, we were playing against a very slight headwind, and just a little teeny bit of headwind kills the ball here. This right here is actually like, is that an absolute due side wind? Looks like it might be 3.7, 1.93 rings. Can I get down there? No. No. Here's 2. Yeah, it's right along the red line. Oh, that'll put me in the rough. I stopped and went in and ate and gave my dogs baths. I must have worn my arms out. Because then, of course, I had to play with them afterwards because they're all jazzed up after taking a bath. And I smell like a wet dog. It's their weekly baths. Hitting it great. They might be in the rough to begin with, but they bounced out. That's excellent. That'll be a great shot from there. I'm not sure. I got a machete. It's 2 per ring at max. I'm just curious to see if I have enough distance to get there. I don't think I do. No. I definitely do not have enough topspin to get me over. So I'm going to have to do an overpower shot with some backspin. It's 2 per ring. There's 1, 2 rings. Actually, that was a better shot than I took on the drive. At least I'm in the fairway. Jeez. Am I going to have to recover on every single hole? Is that the deal? I will tell you that as bad as it is, I really like having rounds like this in the opening round because I love this course, and I know that every single one of these holes I've made the shot on, and I have had rounds where I've made the shot on lots and lots of these holes, and I'd rather have this kind of round in the opening round than have this in the weekend round where you're just like, let's get it out of our system. Let's get it out. Man, I could have swore that was perfect. Could have swore when I released that was perfect. I don't know if it happens to you, but sometimes you feel like it snaps to the center, and it just felt like it snapped to the center, and then all of a sudden a great showed up instead of a perfect. I'll sit down and watch TV sometimes and play one-on-one, and it seems like you get into that dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. It's like perfect, perfect, perfect. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. All right. We survived. We didn't get the eagle, but we at least survived. Jeez. At least we're not dropping shots. We're not picking any up, but at least we're not dropping them. That would be worse. That was 4. Here's 5. All right. Now, I'm going to shoot for over here, and what I found out on the front is I was aiming towards the middle, and I hit it great to the left, and it ended up putting me right here, right behind the tree. I was able to get around the tree. I've taken shots like that enough that I kind of know how to set them up. just to get me on the green so that I could get my eagle and move along little doggy. But I definitely want to end up here where I got a shot. And so instead of aiming towards the dead center, I'm going to aim towards the third. And that way, if I hit a great to the right, I'm here. And if I hit a great to the left, I'm here. And if I hit a perfect, any of the shots will be good. If I hit a 2-ring great to the right, then I'm screwed. And if I hit a 2-ring great to the left, I'm screwed. So, but everything else should work. And you do not have to bring out a big ball on this, but I'm going to bring out a Titan because I'm concerned on the second shot. I want to make sure on the second shot that I have enough distance to get me to the bottom of the bowl. I want my first bounce to be in the bottom of the bowl and my second bounce to be on the green. If I can get to the right spot. If that is the spot that I want to aim to. I'm going to do a rough bump right there. 3.6. 2.05 ring, so let's say 2-1. I'm going to do the 2-5, or the 2, just 2 straight up. And I'm moving the course, not the ring set. Isn't it perfect this time? Well, let's see if I come in right where I was aiming. I tried a 10 on this earlier in the week, and it seemed like on the drive it was pushing it off of the 10, so I upped it to a 20, and it seems like, let's see where I'm at, it seems like the 20 is better. It's really easy to get behind that. If you draw a line out here on it. So if you're in that pocket, you could be in a spot of bother. You need to be to the right of that. Perfect. All right. 0.8 times 3.8 divided by a minimum sniper. No, minimum sniper is not going to work. Damn it. That is exactly what I was trying to avoid right there. I don't have enough backspin with my sniper in order to get it back to the cup. There is a little bit of a backboard here, but I'm going to use it. It's not going to get me down to the cup, but I'm going to use it. 3 point divided by 1.2, 2.53 rings. I was running out of time. And there is enough to roll you back down towards the cup, so that's good to know. This hill used to be, this green, when they redesigned it and they put this pad over here that we can hit to, because this used to not be here, and these trees extended further. There was an area over there, but these trees extended all the way around, and they were a solid block. You couldn't get through them. And this little finger wasn't here. And the green was massive, and there was a huge backboard on it, just because the green was so massive. I really wanted to get down into that bowl. I'm really shocked that I wasn't able to get in there. Maybe what I should do, you see, is bring out a lower power ball, bring out a katana, so that my red line for my sniper is back in here, and so I'm at minimum club. I won't need as much backspin in order to get it to stick to the cup. I guess the other option too is to bring a Goliath. Because I think my Goliath has exactly the same ball guide, maybe one less, like 3.7 to 3.8 or 3.6 to 3.7. It's pretty close. I think that is the way to do it, is to bring a Goliath, if I want to play it like that. That way, no matter what I'm always going to be in, I'll always have the opportunity to hit in the bottom of that hole with my long iron. Let's make sure we got, what was that, extra mile? I'm not using this bag. Extra mile. And a sniper. And a Goliath. What's the difference between Goliath? 3.7 and 3.5. So, but raw distance, huge. I would definitely be able to make it up there with my Goliath. And I never liked the backbone. It is more accurate, but that's about all I can say about it. All right, what hole are we on here? What hole do we have? Hole number 15. What is hole number 15? Hole number 6. Okay, this is the first of the par 3s. The back-to-back par 3s. And I'm going to use a katana. And actually, with this wind, I'm going to use a kingmaker to get to where I want to get. And I'm going to do plus 30, 1.3 times the wind. And I should be in max sniper. All right, here we go. Let's do the wind first. See how many rings I need to pull back from the red line, like I didn't do on the other hole. Let's get the wind right first. 3.6, and that's almost a do. That's 4.68 rings. Okay, there's the red line. Got plenty of room. Plenty of room. .68 rings. Hitting it perfect. There you go. Oh. No, yeah, I got it right. I got it right. I got a hole-in-one on this hole on the front, and I said at the time, like, I could shoot that shot 1,000 times, and I doubt that I get another hole-in-one. I could tell you at least be another 100. It's one of those to me, there are some holes in the game, and every hole plays different for different people. Somebody out there's going, man, I got a hole-in-one on that hole every time. Yeah, there's probably some hole out there that I have a lot of success on that people are like, man, that hole sucks. I can think of several holes that are out there that people do not like, but for whatever reason, I feel great on those holes. But this hole, I liked it much better when it was the racetrack hole. There was two different shots that you could do on the right hand side, and I liked both of the shots on the right. You definitely had to set them up right. And there was a huge ass racetrack. Like, you think there's a racetrack on here now. You think the next hole has a racetrack? This hole was even more of that. I don't know if you've ever been to Talladega or Daytona, but it puts Talladega and Daytona the walls in the corner to shame. I would have loved to have gone. It's still a possibility to go to Daytona or Talladega and go out there and run some laps. I've been to Portland and what's now Sonoma, used to be Sears Point in California. I've had racing go-karts and took my go-karts out there. We went out there and paid for track time. Flying. I love those courses. The Portland course is pretty awesome. All right. What am I doing here? I'm doing +5, 1.05 times the wind. I'm in mid club, which is 1.1 divided by 1.1, and I am bringing I think Katana. Navigator. Excuse me. Nav. Not a quasar. A navigator, and I want to make sure I have a bag with a quarterback in it. There we go. Three backspin, one left-hand side spin. And I was trying to drop the ball in it earlier, but I need to get my ball guide to go right to the cup. And it might be that it's not quite 3 backspin. It might be like 2 3/4. Man, they're going to be super close to the top up there. Don't hit it to the left. It's going to be close to the top. Nice ride up the hill. That'll get them a lot of speed coming down to get them back to the cup. They have the distance to the cup. That's what it takes. You got to get way high up on that hill in order to get enough speed to it. 4.1, 3.91 rings. It is. I think it's just a little shy of 3. Their fucking ball, their avatar's like right in my way. 3.91 rings. Here's 1, 2, 3, 9, 1. Exactly. Hitting it perfect. Get in the hole. Get in the hole. Get in. Get in. Go home, ball. Oh, man. That was the distance, and it was just a little teeny bit of an overpull. I was having a hard time seeing the hole because their avatar picture was right in my way. It slowed me down. On the front, I was a little bit, my spot where I hit my first one was a little higher, and I was trying to drop it down into the hole. And I think I had the right idea, but I had the wrong spin. Because I think where it tailed off right there at the very end, it wasn't tailing off because of I pulled it too much or whatever, but it was breaking with the course. As it slows down and gets slower and slower and slower, everything here is drifting to the right, and it's breaking it off the hole. And I think I needed my ball guide to be like just a titch through the cup so that I was carrying that speed to the hole. It's right there. It's right there. I'm gonna get a hole-in-one on that hole this week with that shot. I promise. I promise. I got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more shots at it. It will happen. Hole number 17. Man, how it flies. We are flying. 23, 24, 25, 26. Jeez. Haven't picked up. I got to pick this up. I got to pick these 2 holes up just to get me to 28. Or is that 27? That'll only be 27 if I get 4 right here. Jeez. I picked up the 2 on the front, and that's it. Which way's the wind blowing? All right. That bag and that ball. Let's go. Let's go, Lunger. I did hit it perfect on the front, but I didn't put quite enough overpower on it, but it did push me a little bit off trajectory. And I tried a 10 earlier in the week just to see what it would do, and it wasn't enough, and I upped it to 15, and I think I'm still just a little off. So I'm going to do a 20% adjustment here. But I don't know if it's really going to matter because I'm going to have to do overpower. My opponent's got an extra mile 9. And if you got that much topspin, use it. Everybody I've seen so far this week that's tried to go through that gap to go to the cup has ended up long in the sand on the other side. That looks like a sand shot to me. You can't get lucky here because you're carrying so much speed. That particular sand trap's got a big lip on it, and so it's a little bit harder to get out of it. But about a half. If I put some overpower on it right there is where I want to get, right in that spot. 2.5 divided by 2.1, 1.45 rings, 1.42. Put the forward wind back on. Just a little bit of overpower. And a perfect. Wow. Wow. Yeah, that 20 put me right on track. I'm going to change my notes here to 20. This is why you have practice accounts. You can go out there and practice. I was looking at the deal if you're doing the golf pass on how many practice tokens you get in the course of a month, because you get some tees that give you practice tokens. Just the ones that you get for the free, not the ones that are past the 21st box, but like the ones that you get for free above and below. You get like 50 some odd practice tokens to last you for the month. But if you don't want to buy practice tokens, you can go out there and you can actually play. I understand it from Playdemic's perspective. Like they give you the practice tokens, you're gonna go out there and you're gonna play with the stuff that you play in the tournament. But if you actually had to go out and play in a tour, like if they put the holes that were playing that week out in a tour and said, hey, if you guys want to practice, it's in tour 4, tour 7, tour 9, tour 12, and you could go out there and practice, I can guarantee you that people will go out there and, because you're not always going to get the hole you want, and people won't switch the balls, and they'll use more equipment going out and actually, and that's the way it used to be. I like the fact that if we wanted to practice, we actually had to go out and play, not just go practice. I totally get it from a business perspective on their part, but you should have practice portions of the week. Like you could practice on a Saturday and Sunday, and then you can't, once the tournament starts, you can't practice anymore. All right, hole number 18. Hole number 18. Hey, that's not what I wanted to do. That is not what I wanted to do. What I wanted, I actually took the time the other day to figure out how to unsplit my screen, but I didn't want to have to think about it. 3 kingmakers. There we go. Something. I got any? Hit a ball a total of 1,500 yards. Let's open up a slot. Get one of them working. Let's open up this chest, see if we can get something. All right. I'm taking that ball and I'm taking that bag. That's all I need. That's all I need. Which way's the wind blowing? Man, that wind sucks. All right. Let's play it. I'm going to start off in the hole over on the left-hand side. I'm going to do plus 10 on the drive. And you really don't want to have to do any overpower here. The Rock 7. As you're going up and you're getting your clubs developed, the quarterback is, in the mass majority of the times, the quarterback is the better club. There are times when the Rock is a better club. The Rock has sometimes, just depending on its level, it'll have more raw distance. And there's times when the Rock is better. But when the Rock gets to level 9, your quarterback is pretty much, you can dust it off, put it over the fireplace, and talk to your buddies about how great a club it was back in the day. But up to that point, the Rock is typically the better club. Or excuse me, the quarterback is typically the better club. 3.7, 1.93 rings. .193. A little bit of curl. Hitting it perfect. Perfecto. Perfect. There's a little divot right there. Right here there's a little divot, and that's the spot. You can see where I'm just right in front of it, and they're right in front of it, and I'm right past it. But that little divot was the aiming spot. There used to be a shadow that ran across the course. There is a second bounce rough bump here, and if you really feel comfortable about your wind adjustment, it's not a bad shot, because you can run your ball guide all the way down to it. See if they can get in the hole. I need to get in the hole. At least come out with a 27. Jeez, at least have some kind of tiebreaker. It's a little hot. It's way hot. Way hot. Get where I can see it. All right, we're not going to be able to get to it, so let's... Four, three. I got to move. We're running out of time. And a 75 ring grate. As long as it hits the fairway here, I'm fine. Just a little bit short. That was not what I wanted to do. I did not want to clip the rough there, but I made it. I was running out of time and didn't have time to dink around. I was trying to see if I could find the spot out there. I wasn't far enough. I'm not sure what I was looking. I was looking to see if I could find a spot where I could run. I could do a clip the rough and run it down there. I was trying to find the spot to do exactly what I did. Dag nabbit. I love this hole. That, oh my gosh, dude. Yeah, like that is, you were right there. How can you leave that short? Is your husband on the hole behind us? All right. All right. Okay. I left every single thing you could possibly leave out on the table. At least, I will say, at least I didn't drop a shot. I did not drop a shot on the back. Although I tried my damnedest, I did not drop a shot on the back. Got a 29 at the top. Yeah, and to get to 29, there is definitely the possibilities to get up there. I mean, we have 2 holes that are low-hanging fruit, and there's a ton of other opportunities to get up there. And I am just amazed that I went the whole back and didn't. I mean, how did I not drop a shot? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and actually picked one up. How in the hell did that happen? Amazing. Amazing, as bad as that round was. Although I will tell you, for me, it encourages me because I would just rather have that kind of round in the opening round and know that on the weekend round I left it all, and I can go out there and I have all kinds of stuff I can pick up. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being a subscriber. If you're not a subscriber, hit subscribe, hit the like button, ring the bell, leave me a comment, do all that stuff. We'll see. Have they announced what's going on next week? Pebble Beach 18-hole cup, brand new course, Pebble Beach. The 18-hole cup. And how is it going to play? So you have the iconic greens, blah, blah, blah. Such one. It's also where Bing Crosby started at the famous AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am by inviting some friends to play golf and raise money. So is it, wow, that looks like it might be actually 18 holes. Look at that. 8, wow, we've been asking forever and a day for an actual 18-hole course. Wow, and a full tournament. Back to back full tournaments. I know we did this, what did we do? We did 3 or 4 tournaments in a row, and then we had a 9-hole cup, and now we're back on the full tournaments again. I will tell you that it couldn't have happened at a worse time, because I'm going to be on the road next week, and I may be able to play in the evenings, but I may not. It's going to be long days, and I might be able to play and I might not. I will go out there and do a practice round just so that we can walk through it, and I might try and get a hold of my, no, I'm not going to be able to do that. I would normally see if I could get a hold of my buddy Dale or somebody and see if we could practice on a Sunday, but I won't be around. All right, we'll see what I can get done on that, but I will shoot my 77 account tomorrow and see if I can get in, play its opener, and we will go from there. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Stay safe, my friends.